Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and I'm gonna stand up for this one. I decided to do this last couple series with the same hoodie on, and sorry if it looks a little wet because I had to wash it before we got going. But this is about the rules. Rules of Airbnb. House rules. What are your house rules? Fancy pen. Like to throw it at people. No, I don't. But it's nice to have something in your hand for some when you want to point at something. See, you want to point there. Point there, right there, house rules. Okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty with your house rules. This is going to be a very short video. And I want you to really pay attention. These are the rules of the house rules. You set the house rules, nobody else. Someone tries to book with you and say, hey, I will have a dog and I'm blind and you don't allow pets. That person does not book. There's a reason you don't allow dogs. One, it takes a lot longer to turn the house over. And two, maybe you're allergic to cats and dogs. Like I am. I didn't know this for years, but I am. So no one's coming in with a cat and a dog. No one. Sorry. My house, my rules. House rules are your rules. And maybe you don't have a spine or a backbone, as Vin Diesel says. Do you have a good spine? Or are you going to waver, Jones? Well, it wasn't word for word, but it was close. Do you have a strong spine? Do you have your house rules? Do you know your house rules? Set your house rules. Check in and check out time. Very, very important. Try and make it as tight as you can. But it's going to take a while to figure out how fast your cleaner can get things done. Now, we clean the house ourselves. After 3.5 years, we know it takes 5 hours to get the house done. If someone stays there, even if it's just for 2 nights, it takes 5 hours. If they stay for 50 nights, it's going to take longer than 5 hours. Someone stays for 50 nights, and we don't go in and do bi-weekly cleanings. Oh, by the way, that's another thing in your house rules. Someone stays for 50 nights, we go and clean the house every 2 weeks. We change all the bedding and we clean the house. We don't clean the fridge and the stove, that kind of thing. But we vacuum, we wash the floors, we do the bathrooms, and we change all the bedding. Every 2 weeks for anyone that books over 2 weeks. Just simple. 1, we want to check the house. Someone's there for 50 days. 2, we don't want to get there on the day they check out of 50 days of dirt, because they didn't bother to vacuum for 50 days, which is going to happen. Okay? It's just something we do. It's in our house rules. They know when they book, we're coming every 2 weeks. We tell them, we're coming on this day at this time. And we change all the bedding, remake the beds, change out all the towels, clean the floors, clean the kitchen, make sure all the dishes are done, check to see if anything is broken, fix it, and get out. And it usually takes us from 11 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes we can get it done earlier, but that's just the way it goes. It takes a minimum of 5 hours to turn the house around. So we have a 6-hour window. Set your rules, check in and check out times, and do not, under any circumstances, change that in any way, shape, or form. I constantly get asked to get booked in early, and I constantly ask for people to stay late. And the answer is no. Don't do it. I also have house rules. We require the people to follow the house rules. Our house rules are simple. Throw all the towels that you used into the bathtub and leave. Put the dishes in the dishwasher. Start it. Put the towels in the bathtub. Leave. That's it. That's all we want you to do. We do not want you doing anything else. You know why? People have washed bedding. They tried to put it away. They've tried to make the beds. No way. We have to. Are you kidding me? If you're running Airbnb and you're getting people to do that, well, good luck with your 5-star reviews. Because guess what? Little hairs show up all over the place. Like, no. People do not know. So we don't want anyone doing that. And I pay my cleaner very well to do it. The other things you're leaving behind, things you want them to do, how the TV works, whatever. Make sure your house rules are set up and clear. And do not waver from them at all, ever. I do not make exceptions. There is no circumstance for me to make an exception. If people are not out of the house by 11 o'clock, I am there at 11 o'clock ringing the doorbell. And I give them shit. I do. I give them crap. Why aren't you out? I am not nice. They automatically 4-star review. Just my rule. If you try to check in early or you check out late, you get a 4-star review, and your review will say, you were wonderful guests. We really enjoyed hosting you, but you did not check out on time. And if you got a problem with that, darn, honesty is terrible, isn't it? I don't know why people think I shouldn't say anything. I have had calls, and I've said, you didn't check out on time. It's in the house rules. I didn't read it. Wow. Please understand, you have house rules, and people won't read them. We have, as you saw in the video, the laminated sheets on our kitchen island for people to read, and they don't flip it over and read it. It's there in what you do on checkout. It's there in what you do in check-in. It's there, and when you have to leave, it's there. And guess what? They don't read it. Well, it's just the way it is. So thank you for tuning in for the house rules. The house rules that you have and the rules that you have for your Airbnb are your rules. You do not have to follow anybody else's rules. It's your property. You made the investment. You're running it. Now, if you got a management company running it and you want to be so-called passive, which no way, you're going to have to pay attention. You're going to have to, the management company will run it their way because they're running it. Okay? So you're going to have to follow their rules. But if you're running it, it's your rules. And if people don't like it, they won't book. Okay, and the people that do like it, the fact that we do not allow cats and dogs, because people with allergies book our place. They even tell us, no cats and dogs, no cats and dogs. Boom, booked. Because there are lots of people out there that need a place that hasn't had a cat and a dog in it. And I want those people. So that's all I got for house rules, other than be a tough, mean SOB and follow them. You can be nice about it. Oh, I'm nice about it. But set your rules and follow them. No exceptions, ever. Because once you start giving exceptions, once it starts, it just never ends. So thank you for tuning in for this. Aggressive, in your face, follow the rules, and don't be a mamby-pamby Airbnb rule follower. Set your rules, set your up, and don't waver. If you lose a booking, you lose a booking. Over the long term, you'll do better. Have yourself a wonderful week, weekend, month, and year. And I'll see you in the future.